have a good show. It's one of those games you got to use as a learning experience.
What else is on the college menu
Michigan, Texas is the big game nationally, starting at noon.
Okay,
that's a top 10 matchup. It's in the big house. Of course, Michigan, they're the defending national champion. I believe they're ranked right now number 10. Yep. Hail to the victor. Is that Notre Dame?
Yeah.
No.
Hail to the victor is Michigan.
It's Michigan.
Yeah.
Right.
Hail to Michigan.
Yeah.
Champions of the land.
Right. And all that, but Texas and Texas is
wait a minute here.
You're the Michigan. You're the Michigan alum.
I spent a couple of years there.
I
know. Not just in all that. But anyway.
Yeah, but where would you graduated back from Cleveland State? That's what I thought. So I started at Florida State and came back to USF. So I'm more of a USF fan.
The same kind of thing.
I know, but that should be a good one. Texas is actually a 7-point favorite. They're a pretty significant favorite on the road there. So that'll be interesting.
Go ahead. I didn't mean.
Oh no! I was just saying some of the others. Colorado plays Nebraska later. That's kind of the revival of an old rivalry dating back to the old Big 8 conference days. Mm-hmm. There's Tennessee plays NC State. Both of those teams are ranked. So it's pretty good games.
But locally, probably USF and Alabama tonight, and nationally, Michigan and Texas are the two glamour games.
Those are.
Okay.
Not good right now in the Sunshine State when you think about it, other than Miami. Florida State got off to bad starts.
I was talking to an athletic director at one of the local high schools here, and he was saying how disappointed he is that there's so much college football on Friday night now, where it used to be Friday nights was the high school, Saturday college, Sundays the pros. And he really felt that it was taking away attendance, people just staying home and watching the college game on Friday night.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess you could look at it. People who are big fans of high school football will go to watch high school football no matter what. You know, it's interesting. As big a football fan as I am of pro and college, never was a high school football fan.
And you went to Plant High,
I went to Plant High. I went to maybe just a handful of games, maybe two or three games in my 4 years. I just was never into it. I followed pro and college. So I think those who do follow high school football, they'll go to high school football and they'll watch it.
Well, let's see if we can give away a pair of tickets for the Rays and the Boston Red Sox coming up on September the 17th. That's a week from Tuesday at Tropicana Field, 6:50 game time. And the question is, if you can answer this question in the next 2 minutes, either online on Facebook Live or on the phones, and Marshall will have the first crack at it. And we do ask, please only enter the contest if you will go to the game. We don't want to have someone get the contest right and say, well, I can't go or I don't care to go. So leave that out if you're not going to be able to go. But if you would like to go see the Rays and the Red Sox on the 17th, here's the question, and if you can answer it in the first couple of minutes, you win, in addition to the tickets, you win the gift card from Berg Sports Bar. If you have to cheat and go and look it up, then you just get the tickets. But the question is, there's a member on the Rays roster, current roster, whose last name is synonymous with a fast food restaurant's menu item, not the restaurant, but the menu item on this particular fast food restaurant is the same as a member of the Tampa Bay Rays. If you can tell us who that is and can go to the Red Sox and Rays, either mention it on Facebook Live or let's go to Marshall right now and see if he knows who it is. And Marshall, first off, do you know the answer to that?
Good morning. I'm going through my head, but I'm going to leave it for somebody else.
Okay.
I can't remember. But anyway, one of the comments I wanted to make was I really, the way you hyped up those interviews, thought there was going to be a whole lot more there. There was absolutely nothing there. And what it reminded me of was a guy used to run a contest in the market here years ago in the morning show. And he would have you call in and guess how many cliches would be used in a coach interview. And he would ring a bell every time there was one. And all you had to do was listen to that one.
Yeah. Well, that's what he does. That's how he talks. He talks in cliches.
It's going to be a tough season. Ding. we're ready for every game. Ding, we got to get ready for the next opponent. Ding, they're going to be really good. Ding,
play them one at a time.
One after the other. It was it's almost like just don't do interviews because it's just not worth it.
Am I, Marshall? In your opinion, am I justified in calling him the ventriloquist?
Yeah, I mean, he's something. I don't know if that's the word I would use, but he's definitely. Yeah, I would say he's more the puppet than the ventriloquist. Let's put it that way.
But if he says ventriloquist, you got to have a dummy, though. I mean,
somebody's making his mouth move while somebody's giving really saying the cliches. That's the way I would see it, because he just gives you nothing. And you know what? A lot of coaches do it. He's not the only one.
Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick is the same way. You know, but Todd Bowles does it at least, so it doesn't make it sound like you hate the fact that he's asking the question, unlike Belichick would do.
Yeah. I think you just have to know as a reporter you're not going to get much out of Todd Bowles.
And I admit, I wasn't really into football as much during the time. Wasn't one of the worst to be around was Ray Perkins? I mean, just in general, between interview or just not. Yeah. I don't know. I just always heard he was
early
not
day Bill Belichick. Yeah.
But I can't blame these guys sometimes, because when I see the other side, and you make one mistake or you say something, it gets plastered all over everything, or you get crucified. Like when he said Redskins the other day, he got crucified for saying that. And it's like, so I understand why these guys sometimes are tight-lipped about things, because somebody's always looking for a story and always looking to run.
Yeah, I saw, what's the guy's name that does the play-by-play for the Bucs preseason on TV?
Yeah, he's with Ronnie Barber.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Chris Myers.
Chris Myers. Yeah. He called the Indians instead of the Guardians. He said the Indians, and I think he realized that he made the mistake.
Okay, well, that's what they were for many years, just like the Reds.
That's what us old people do.
The Reds, yeah.
Marshall, thanks for filling in for me last week. Appreciate that.
It was a blast. We had a good time.
And we are going to have a contest today, the Bucs in Washington. So if you'd like to get into that, give me your score for tomorrow's Bucs Redskins game.
Yeah. My fantasy football team name is Redskins Forever, because that's where I grew up. So that's my fantasy football team's name. But anyway, I'm gonna go the Bucs 31, Washington 23. I think the one thing that Washington did not do was improve their secondary. They're terrible. So if Baker Mayfield was going to have a good first game, throw for 300 yards, a couple scores, this is the team to do it again.
All right. And how about a halftime score?
We'll go 21-7 Buccaneers.
All right. Sounds good.
And I'm not going to ask about Florida State. Move on. There's nothing to say.
Here's what I got to say about Florida State. Have a great weekend.
Thanks so much. And they won't lose this week.
That's right. They're off. Yeah.
They won't hit that third loss this week. We do need to hit a break. Hang on. Donald and Don are both waiting, and we're looking for the answer to that trivia question. What member of the Rays team has the last name synonymous with a fast food restaurant's menu item? If you can get that, you can win tickets for the Rays and the Red Sox. More of the home team coming up on the Tan Talk Radio Network, AM 1340 and 1350, FM 106.1, 102.3, and Facebook
Live.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
When you talk about ice rink development in West Central Florida, one name stands alone: Iceman Development, LLC. Gordy Zimmerman, president and founder of Iceman Development, has played an integral part in the construction of the Ice Sports Forum in Brandon, the training home of the three-time Stanley Cup champion Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Advent Health Center Ice Complex, a multi-million-dollar facility boasting 150,000 square feet, ranked the top indoor ice rink facility by both the USA Today and Yelp. Iceman Development is currently involved in creating yet another outstanding ice rink facility in Trinity and Pasco County. Iceman's company mission is to build community projects that impact the area both in quality of life and economic growth. For more information, visit icemandevelopment.com. That's Iceman with two N's, development.com.
Folks, let me tell you about a gem of a restaurant in Carrollwood. It's Hank's Place, where you'll find some of the best barbecue, catfish, wings, sausage, gator, shrimp, and a whole lot more. Their meats are dry rubbed and slowly smoked. All of your favorite sides, too, from baked beans to collard greens to mac and cheese to onion rings. Are you hungry yet? Discover why Hank's Place at 8546 Northdale Maybury, just 100 yards north of Waters Avenue, is a place that locals have known about for years. Hey, would a guy like me lie to you about food? Hank's Place, a place to hang your hat and lick your fingers.
After a car accident, there are many questions that you need answers to. Who pays for my car repairs? Who pays for the medical bills? What about my lost wages? And more. The personal injury law firm of Pernick, Caulfield, Averill, and Noyes has been answering these questions for their clients for nearly 70 years. Since 1955, they've been a voice of the injured in the legal system. As one of the longest established law firms in Tampa Bay, Pernick, Caulfield, Averill, and Noyes is here to answer your questions. Listen to their live call-in radio show on this channel every Tuesday evening from 5 to 6 p.m. or call them at 727-796-8282 or visit them at voiceoftheinjured.com. Offices Clearwater, non-attorney spokesperson. Sooner or later, you're going to need a plumber. It's just a fact of life. Want somebody honest and reliable? The plumber I use is the Bearded Plumber. I've known Thomas since his high school days and now is an established plumber who offers 24-hour-a-day full service because plumbing emergencies don't wait. Keep this number handy. You know you're going to need it. It's 866-882-3273. The Bearded Plumber, 866-882-3273.
Life Builders Christian Counseling Center brings hurting people to wholeness in Christ. Life Builders is a professional counseling center with multiple counselors and locations in Brandon and Tampa. They offer in-person, Zoom, and group sessions, counseling individuals, married couples, children and adolescents, and families. Some of our licensed counselors take most insurances. Call 813-438-5949 or visit lifebuilderscounseling.org. Life Builders can help. 813-438-5949 and at lifebuilderscounseling.org.
For the second straight season, the Clearwater Threshers are back in the playoffs. Cheer on the Threshers in the minor league baseball postseason on Thursday, September 12th at Baycare Ballpark. Game time is 6:30 p.m. and features the regular Thursday staple, Taps and Tacos Night. Get ready for Threshers postseason baseball, plus tacos and burritos from Moe's Southwest Grill on Thursday, September 12th. And get your tickets now at threshersbaseball.com. Hi, everyone. I'm Paul Porter, voice of the Lightning and host of the Home Team Sports Radio Show. I'm here to tell you about our educational home team, Cambridge Christian School. No longer Tampa Bay's best-kept secret, CCS is the perfect blend of academic rigor and a biblical worldview foundation, serving families for over 60 years. Come see why we are the #1 rated Christian school in Tampa and visit us at ccslancers.com. If there's one thing I'm particular about, it's my pizza. ABC Pizza House at 1242 West Hillsborough Avenue in Tampa. Great specials, too, like a large one-topping pizza for just $11.99 every Monday or Thursday, or 2 pizzas with 2 toppings every Tuesday for just $22.99. Spaghetti with 1 topping every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday for just $8.99. ABC Pizza House, 1242 West Hillsborough Avenue, 813-213-0929. Open every day, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. abcpizzahouse.com.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
And we want to again welcome the Florida State Fair as the newest member of the home team. Going on this weekend at the fair is Fit Fest. Fit Fest is a pinnacle event where athletes, fitness enthusiasts, and industry professionals converge to celebrate the power of physicality, strength, and endurance. And it's going on today and tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And parking is just $10, and admission for ages 5 to 12, $17.50, and for ages 13 and over, $25. And again, that's this weekend at the Florida State Fair and the Fairgrounds Fit Fest going on today and tomorrow. Well, let's see if we can give away a pair of tickets for the Rays. Let's go to Janet, who's joining us on the phone lines. Hello, Janet. You're on the home team.
Good morning.
And
Morning,
welcome. I believe you're a first-time caller as well, right?
Yes, I am.
Well, welcome. Glad to have you with us.
Thank you.
All right. We want to know, Janet, what member of the Tampa Bay Rays has the same last name as a menu item on a fast food restaurant?
Is it Biggie, Bigge?
It is correct. You are going to see the Rays and the Boston Red Sox. Hunter Biggie.
Excellent. Excellent.
Do you happen to know, just for bonus points, do you happen to know what restaurant that is that Biggie is at?
Oh, I can't remember now.
Okay. Well, it's Wendy's. They have the Biggie bag.
The Biggie bag. Yeah.
So, and I don't know how many times he's had the Biggie bag, but he certainly would qualify as Hunter Biggie. Mm-hmm. And Janet, we'd also like to send you a $25 gift card to Ferk Sports Bar right across the street from Tropicana Field, so that you can actually go and have a pregame meal if you like before the game, or stop in after the game, whatever your choice is, or just go on a separate occasion. But you are the winner, Janet, so we need you to hold the phone lines because we need to get your address and most importantly, an email address that we can send your tickets to. Okay.
Thank you so much. I'm enjoying your show.
Well, thank you. And don't be a stranger. Call us again.
Call it every week if you like, please.
Yeah, we always love to have ladies on the program, and we love to have first-time callers. So you fit both categories.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Don't hang up. We got to get your address and your email. So Matt will pick up and get that. Let's continue on the phone lines. Let's go to Donald next. Hello, Donald. You're on the home team.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning, Donald.
That must have been a very sad event last Saturday.
It was very difficult. I had a hard time keeping my composure, which is unusual for me. I'm usually able to do that. But Elsie Mahoney was such a close friend and a real hero in my book. And I've come across a lot of superstars, but none any bigger than Elsie Mahoney. That's for sure.
Yeah. Absolutely. I have a friend of mine. She's in hospice right now, stage 4. And so it's not good either for her. She's like 50 something.
Mm-hmm. Elsie was 67. And
I know.
He was, his birthday was a month after mine, exactly a month.
Yep. So it's getting 28 years from you, I saw in October. That's impressive. Yeah,
28 years on the home team. That's for sure. And coming up in September, it'll be 48 years in broadcasting. I started back in 1976, September of 1976. So it'll be 48 years. Actually, next weekend will be my 48th year in radio.
That's before Jason was even born.
Yeah.
Yes. 4 years prior to my birth. Yeah.
I was 13 in 70.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Very good.
But the Bucks should easily win tomorrow. I don't see why not.
Don't say that.
You said that.
That's the kiss of death.
It's funny how to look at that. Yes, you would think that again based on the records of last year, but of course. Things change from year to year, and Washington has a lot of new faces. They're just a complete unknown right now. You don't know how they're going to perform, and for both teams, when you don't play the players in the preseason anymore, that causes issues the first game. I was watching the game last night with the Eagles and
no. The Eagles.
The Eagles. I'm sorry, correct. The Eagles and the Packers. And while it was an exciting game, very sloppy by both teams. I mean, penalties, turnovers, drop balls, missed assignments, fumbled. A lot of the basic, the kind of the simple things, the basics were missing because these guys don't play. I know you want to keep them healthy, but if they don't play in a real game environment, practice is not the same. Mm-hmm. It's not the same. And so there's always the chance for both teams to be very rusty. Washington's got a quarterback, Jaden Daniels. He's a rookie, so therefore you hope he'll make rookie mistakes. He's also an incredible athlete. He can hurt you both running and throwing. So that's another dimension that for the Bucs defense you're going to have to keep an eye on.
I don't know the answer to this, but maybe you do, Jason, or Matt can research it if he happens to find it. In Green Bay and Philadelphia, was the game available if you did not have Peacock? I know it was on Peacock exclusively.
Usually that works because I know, like, even with the Amazon Prime games, if you don't get Amazon Prime, when the Bucks have been on the Thursday night, it's on another channel locally. So yes, I'm sure that it was.
Because that would be a shame for your first game of the season not be able to see it.
No, I'm sure. No, if for just in those markets, it would be available.
Okay, I would hope that would be the case. All right, Donald, do you have a score for the game tomorrow?
Yeah, I already put it on the Facebook. I got 10-10 halftime, and the Bucks winning 28-17.
28-17?
Yeah.
All right, very good.
You think it might have been because of the trip to Brazil, and plus they were also, I heard, because of the high crime rate, they weren't allowed to do things. So I think they may have been nervous too, because they're in Brazil and it's not a very stable country, and I'm really kind of surprised that the
could be a factor. Yeah, could be a factor.
Well, also the field was not in good shape. Players were slipping all over the place, not being able to keep their balance.
I've seen that in the hocky games all the time.
Well, different when you're on ice, of course.
Players are slipping all over the place.
Of course, on the ice, but in the field, it was really bad last night.
All right. I want to say hello to Tom watching on Facebook Live. Glad to have you with us, Tom. And Donald, we got you down 28-17 Bucks and 10-10 halftime.
Wait, a couple weeks ago, you mentioned, did I win the contest? It was 3 weeks ago. You had mentioned it, I think, on Facebook that I won, and I was, I don't even remember what it was.
Was it one of the preseason games?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'll have to go back and research it. And,
it was 3 weeks ago.
If you don't remember what game it was.
Was it the Jacksonville or the Miami game?
I think it was Jacksonville.
So I think Jacksonville beat the Bucks. Was it 20-7, something like
21-17 is what you had.
That's what it was. It was the Jacksonville Bucks game, and I picked Jacksonville to win.
All right. What prize would you like? I'm assuming you're accurate.
I don't know. What do you have?
You know what we have. We've got Iris 31. We've got Palm Pavilion. We've got Chick-fil-A. We've got Lessie Bakery. We've got.
You know what? I'll take in a Lessie Bakery.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that always makes me feel happy. Thank you.
All right. We'll send you out on a Lessie Bakery card.
Okay. Liz says yes, please, from the other room. A Lessie Bakery.
Lessie Bakery. All right.
Appreciate that.
Very good. All right, Donald. Thanks so much.
Hey, you guys take care, stay safe, and talk to you next week.
All righty.
Okay.
Have a good one, Donald.
And Matt has confirmed that the game was on NBC in Green Bay and Philly. If you didn't have Peacock, you could watch it on their local NBC affiliate.
They were showing. They did show there were big watch parties, I think, near the stadiums up there in Philadelphia and Green Bay. So, but yeah, it's going to be on in the local markets. They don't want to. As it should be. They don't want to cut out the fan bases of those teams. From being able to watch the game.
Well, Rock Riley's going to be joining us right after the break, and we'll talk some Bucks football with him. He's got a new position, by the way. Want to talk about that a little bit, too. So stay with us. More of the home team coming up. And again, congratulations to Janet from Clearwater. She wins the Rays tickets. We've got more tickets to give away, though. We've got Thresher tickets, 2 family 4-packs for their playoff game. Playoffs. Games.
Jim Mora.
Coming up on this coming Thursday night. More of the home team on the Tan Talk Radio Network, AM 1340 and 1350, FM 106.1, 102.3, and Facebook
Live.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
There's no place like this place anywhere near this place, so this must be the place. That's what they've been saying about the Palm Pavilion since 1926. The Palm Pavilion on the north end of the sparkling beach is a Clearwater Beach landmark. Situated directly on the beach overlooking the Gulf of Mexico, the Palm Pavilion is the place to order cool tropical drinks and watch spectacular sunsets. Tempt your taste buds with perfect pasta, sizzling steaks, chicken or seafood wraps, shrimp and crab chowder. Come for a day or stay for the night. A casual atmosphere featuring live entertainment on the deck. The Palm Pavilion Inn and Beachside Grill and Bar on sparkling Clearwater Beach. Visit them on the web at palmpavilion.com, or better yet, visit in person, 10 Bay Esplanade on the north end of Clearwater Beach. The Palm Pavilion Inn and Beachside Grill. This is Paul Porter. For the past 12 years, we've not endorsed an air conditioning company on the home team. Until now, I'm happy to tell you about the family-owned and operated air conditioning company, Action Air Conditioning. David Russell and his family run their business with 3 principles in mind: honesty, integrity, and reliability. They've been in business since 1988. They service the entire home team listing area. From service to AC checkups to a whole new system, Action Air Conditioning is the AC company for you. Why do I speak so highly of Action Air Conditioning? I've used them many times at multiple properties, and I've been completely satisfied every time. Visit them on the web at actionairconditioning.com. That's actionairconditioning.com. Or you can call them at 813-935-6644. If you're in need of an air conditioning company, take it from me. Action Air is your company. 813-935-6644. 813-935-6644. actionairconditioning.com. One of the questions I'm often asked is, how do you do it? With my busy schedule of working for the Lightning, Magic, Buccaneers, and the home team, I need to be in very good health. One person I have to thank for keeping me in good health for years is Dr. Troy Stirk of Stirk Family Medicine. He's helped me keep my blood pressure in check, my heart running smoothly, and an overall healthy feeling that is confirmed by my lab results. If you're looking for a good family physician, I heartily recommend Dr. Troy Stirk at Stirk Family Medicine. You can reach his office at 813-264-7922. That's 813-264-7922. I'll tell you, Dr. Stirk is fantastic, and I'm sure you'll feel the same way if you become one of his patients. So now that you know my secret to staying healthy with a busy schedule, it's your turn. Call Dr. Troy Stirk at Stirk Family Medicine, 813-264-7922. This is Paul Porter. You know, with the schedule I keep working for the Lightning, Magic, and Buccaneers, a good night's sleep is a must for me. That's why I'm happy to tell you about the Original Mattress Factory. Their mattresses are hand-built right here in Tampa Bay with the highest quality at a very reasonable price. They aren't like these other mattress companies that'll jack their prices up every holiday and then do a so-called super discount during their so-called sale. You actually end up paying more than what the mattress is worth. The secret is, with OMF, you're getting factory direct pricing and eliminating the middleman retailer. There's no high-pressure salespeople either. OMF is employee-owned, and they make it all about you. Double-sided mattresses, and they even email you when it's time to flip your mattress. Stop by their factory on Almerton Road in Clearwater and see for yourself, or visit one of their stores in Tampa or Brandon. There's nothing like a good night's sleep, and you'll get it with the Original Mattress Factory, and you'll get it for less. The Original Mattress Factory. Did you know that Cambridge Christian School Athletic Department was honored with the Kerry McDonald Award as the 2A Athletic Program of the Year for the second consecutive year? The CCS Lancers have had 71 district championships, 21 regional championships, 5 state championships, and 37 Final Four teams. Over 200 of our student athletes have signed to play at the college level, and 1 has joined an NFL team. Visit us today at ccslancers.com. Your number one home team fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Vermost Insurance Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit the Vermost Insurance Agency in Tampa Bay today at vermost.com. That's vermost.com.
This is the TAN Talk Radio Network.
Welcome back to the home team. Glad to have you with us. Got a couple of scores that have come in on Facebook Live. John from Clearwater has the Bucks winning 30-23 and leading 14-10 at the half. And Mike on Facebook Live has the Bucks winning 27-16 and leading 10-3 at the half. So thus far, it's been all Bucks with the predictions.
Not really surprising there, again, because if the Commanders had been a better team last year, it might be a different story. But until they show something the Bucs are viewed as the better team and entering the season at this point.
And playing at home.
And playing at home.
It's going to be there. That'll be a factor.
Heat and the rain.
It's, and the thunder and the lightning.
Thunder and the lightning.
We'll see what happens. Yep. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. We have our good friend and contributor to the home team, Mr. Rock Riley, joining us on the phone lines. Rock, welcome back to the home team.
Always good to be with you guys, and you're right, man. I was listening in the beginning. There's just so much going on. There's so much going on right now. Great time.
Best time of the year when football's starting, in my opinion.
Yeah,
that's it.
It is, and basketball is not far away. Hockey's camps will be opening in about a week, and of course baseball still going for another month and a half. So we'll look forward to all of that. But Rock, first off, congratulations on your new position. Tell us a little bit about what that is.
Yeah, it's hot and heavy coverage of the Buccaneers, and also we have a couple of national guys, Jake Arians, son of Bruce Arians, guy out of Denver, girl. They're going to do some NFL stuff, but hot and heavy on the Bucs. We got writers on the video beat reporter. I was there mostly every practice game anyway, so I'm there. Anything that happens, and a lot of video, reports. So it's called the 813.tv. That's the website. And it's, like I said, a lot of shows, a lot of podcasts, a lot of video, a lot of reports, writing. So the 813.tv. Thank you, guys.
Right. Very good. Yeah, it's important to say .tv, not .com. 813.tv. So if you want to check out some of Rock's work, I learn a lot about what's going on at the Bucs. We're friends on Facebook, and I see your posts all the time, Rock, and always watch those. And you're kind of my eyes and ears of what's going on at training camp. So certainly do appreciate that, and you'll be continuing that right on through until the Bucs are eliminated, right?
Exactly.
If they are, maybe it'll be the Super Bowl. We like to see that.
We like that.
You're doing that right into February. Absolutely. Well, Rock, you've been covering the Bucs like a glove, and what are your impressions of what you've seen, and what are your feelings going into Week 1 tomorrow?
Well, I'm the same with Jason. I was just listening to Jason leading into this, and with the NFL, you have that unknown. You think you know. And then each week it can surprise you. But overall, the vibe is really, really good. Tristan Wirfs, even Baker Mayfield this week said Mayfield was really tight with his teammates when he was in Oklahoma. Wirfs enjoyed his time. Great at Iowa when the team won the Super Bowl here with the Bucs. Closest knit bunch that they've got. And Baker Mayfield made a great point. I was asking him about this, and he goes, you know what? He's like, when things are going good, it's easy to have a tight-knit bunch. But it's when adversity hits. And last year when it hit, when they were 4-7 and losing all those games, and people tired Todd Bowles, he's only a defensive coordinator, and it was getting bad, they stuck together. And I could see, you go to the locker room, nobody is griping, nobody's bitching. And so I think that's a pretty good sign. Now, there is something concerning. I don't know if you guys just saw this, but defensive tackle Kalijah Cansey, they're really counting on him up front with Vita Vea. He was listed yesterday with a calf injury, and he had a calf injury. I don't know if it's the same calf. If it is, that's concerning because that's what happened last year.
Exactly.
He missed quite a few games, and he practiced fine on Wednesday. I was there, fine on Thursday. He was out there yesterday, but Friday's only like a walkthrough. They don't do much. And then we saw that. Whoa. So that came out after Bowles spoke. So Logan Hall's the only one that's not going to play. Everybody else is healthy. But that's something to be, boy, oh boy, he's right in the middle there, man. They that's a 1-2 punch. So we'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah, the fact that it was the same type of injury that sidelined him last year, the first couple of games, you just wonder if that's going to be a recurring thing. It always is a little bit concerning. For any player.
No doubt.
Rock, with the Bucs starters, And I'm talking about Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and that whole group. They really only had one series of downs, or actually one drive in the preseason. Is that a reason for concern? Did they get enough reps in the preseason combined with the practices with the Jaguars and the Dolphins?
You know what, Paul? They have such a big staff that studies everything. And they know more than I do, but just from being there, I don't think they did get enough game reps. Mm-hmm. And I know it's really, really changing. And you have your scrimmages, and it was really only one day of scrimmaging against the Miami Dolphins here. It wasn't two. Usually it's two. And so Bowles has brought that up. He goes, you go from one series to 60-some plays, and everything is amped up. And it's hot, and it's humid. And like Jason said, who knows about the weather? That's a whole other concern. You're going to have to run the football if it's really bad and they're playing through rain. Yeah. They'll play as long as it's not lightning. No, they have those detectors. So I don't think, Paul, honestly, I don't think so. Mm-hmm. How can you – that's like a pitcher and playing one inning, and then you're playing 9, and it's almost like a World Series. Everything's amped up. So I don't think so.
I was just commenting that last night I was watching that Packers Eagles game, and it was an exciting game, but let me tell you, it was big time sloppy by both teams. I mean, between the penalties, the turnovers, it was ugly. I mean, and that's what you're going to get. And I know you want to keep the players healthy. You don't want them getting hurt during the preseason. If they don't play together, you're going to get that. I think the first game and maybe the first couple of games, a lot of rust.
You know what, too, guys? They do not practice tackling. Football is tackle.
Exactly.
They don't practice tackling. They don't. Mm-hmm. So all of a sudden, you're in a game. Every single play, you're going full speed. I don't know how. Because they don't want the injury. I get it, but it's really changed. They do not practice tackling at any practice at all.
Mm. Now that's revealing. Hearing that, and it's, to me, that's discouraging because you want to be ready when that first kickoff goes at 4:25 tomorrow. But we'll see what happens and how that plays out. Anything as far as keys for the Bucs tomorrow, as you see it, Rock, in order to get the win?
Yeah, Baker Mayfield has been very, very accurate. He's looked great. He really has. He's on point with Evans. Once they get in that red zone, even if there's 2 guys on him, he just throws it up. Evans comes down with everything. Jalen McMillan, watch him. He is the rookie wide receiver. He's incredibly talented. Very, very confident. You're going to need him. You still got Trey Palmer. Bucky Irving, watch him. You can see it, man. The juking, the speed. I think that's a nice 1-2 punch. I talked to Rashad White in the locker room, and he's like, we're tired of being dead last, man, in the run. I'm locked in. They're mad about that. It's just the worst. I was asking him, and he's like, what were we last year? Dead last? Like, they know that. So, I mean, you can say that, but you got to do it. But I think Liam Cohen, the offensive coordinator, it looked good on a lot of stuff that they've done in practices. Haven't seen in preseason. They were very, very vanilla. A lot of different motions, and the O-line was coming off the ball fast. That's what I want. That's what I want to see. And then I'll be concerned, though, if there's no Kaliza Cansey and Vita Vea is by himself, because Washington has 2 good running backs. They got Eckler. They got their guy. And also this kid can hurt you with your legs. So they really have a 3-headed monster. And they might be able to start. You don't want to let them start running that football early. That'll
right.
be a problem. Yeah.
I heard the news and I was a little surprised by it, Rock, and I want to get your take on it. That there are still tickets available for tomorrow's game. It's not a sellout. Does that surprise you? Opening game, 4:25, not a sellout.
Yeah. Well, they came out with a press release and it says season pass members. Those tickets sold out. So I was talking to Brian Ford. I'm like, hey, congratulations on the sellout. I guess it's different with you buy a season pass member, crew member, compared to season ticket. But some of the upper level seats are open. Yeah, kind of surprises me a little bit. We'll see if there's a walk-up tomorrow. I think, like Jason said, it all depends on the weather. You know, if it's not bad, people are like, you know what, man, let's go. But if it's going to be bad, people are like, I'll just watch it on TV.
Yeah, I think so. Well, Rock, we were having a contest, and we want to get you into the contest as well. What's your final score and a halftime score for tomorrow's game?
All righty, my final score is going to be 24-21. Tampa Bay Buccaneers pull this one out.
Close one, okay.
Kicker's all right. He's been a little shaky. And at halftime, I got the Bucs up. 14-3 in the first half.
All right, very good. Rock, always appreciate it. Again, you can follow your work on the 813.tv. And the 813.tv. Congratulations on that, and thank you so much. And we'll be talking to you throughout the season.
Always love being on the home team. See you, Jason.
All right, thank you, Rock.
Appreciate that. Rock Riley, and happy for him, his new position there with the 813.tv. And if you want to check out his work, he always does a great job. Well, we are going to take our top of the hour break, and then hour number 2 coming up here on the home team. Join us on the phone lines. They've been very busy, but they're clear right now. 727-441-3000. Hour number 2 of the home team coming up on the Tan Talk Radio Network, AM 1340 and 1350, FM 106.1, 102.3, and Facebook
Live.
WTAN, Clearwater,
FM 106.1,
WDCF, Dade City,
FM 102.3.
Listen.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Cruises.
I'm Vicki Barker, home at last from the International Space Station.
Really just a flawless and beautiful descent of Starliner.
It came home alone.
We wish it would have been the way we had planned it. The way we had planned
Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams were supposed to be on board. Worries about Starliner's propulsion system led NASA to pull the pair off the return flight. Despite Boeing's insistence, the ship was safe.
CBS's Mark Strassman reporting the astronauts will hitch a ride home on a SpaceX vehicle in February. Foiled a terror attack in New York.
This suspect allegedly told the undercover officers that he chose New York City because it has, quote, the largest Jewish population in America. And, quote, we could easily rack up a lot of Jews. He is charged with one count of attempting to provide support to terrorists.
CBS's Nancy Cordes says the alleged attack was being planned for the first anniversary of the October 7th massacres in Israel. The White House has demanded that Israel investigate how its soldiers came to shoot dead a young American protester.
Aysenur Agi was 26 and raised in Seattle. She'd come to Israel to volunteer in the West Bank, which is a war zone. The UN says more than 600 people have been killed here since last October. Ayla Agi had no experience of this kind of violence.
BBC's Liz Palmer. It's the women's final at the U.S. Open tennis tournament today. CBS's Steve Kathan has that.
Arena Sabalenka harnesses power. The world number two has won two majors, both Australian Open titles, and it's her second straight U.S. Open final. She faces 30-year-old American Jessica Pegula. She's in her first major title championship, telling ESPN.
Playing Arena is going to be really tough. She's probably the favorite to win this tournament.
It begins at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. The Capital One Tower in Lake Charles, Louisiana is no more. This is the sound of its controlled implosion a little while ago. The building had been unusable since the 2020 hurricanes. And a joyful noise in Papua New Guinea. Pope Francis greeted by children in traditional outfits. The 87-year-old pontiff's been emphasizing care for the environment and harmony among ethnic diversity on his Asia-Pacific tour. This is CBS News.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Get renter's insurance to protect the things that make your place a home, including coverage for theft or damage. Visit Progressive.com.
This is Downtown Dade. How would you like to be able to promote yourself, your business, or someone else's business for less than the cost of one 60-second commercial on many Tampa Bay radio stations? Here's the deal. You can have your own 1-hour radio program on the TAN Talk Network for less than the cost of one 60-second announcement on many Tampa Bay stations. Your program will be on 2 Tampa Bay radio stations and will cover 4 million people in Florida, plus worldwide on the internet in both audio and video. And you'll have a web link for your business on the TAN Talk 1340 website. We provide the producer, the state-of-the-art equipment, free production of commercials, and much more. Check it out today. Call Lola O'Brien, the Irish Hawaiian, at 727-510-7622. That's 510-7622. Call Lola O'Brien now, 727-510-7622. Call now and your 1-hour radio program can start tomorrow. Call 510-7622 for Lola O'Brien, the Irish Hawaiian, at the TAN Talk Radio Network.
Show me the money. It's the Employment Opportunity Hour with Gene Hodge from 7 until 8.
So the purpose of the show is to help you out there to find something that you enjoy doing instead of a job. And at the start of the show, I normally give out a formula, which I know will guarantee you to find the type of job that you want right now.
Find out the formula to an enjoyable job with Gene Hodge's Employment Opportunity Hour from 7 until 8 here on the TAN Talk Radio Network.
Show me the money.
That's the Employment Opportunity Hour Wednesday nights from 7 to 8 here on the TAN Talk Radio Network.
Hey Tampa Bay, Tammy here with the BCC Coupon Book. Tune in during drive time 5 to 6 p.m. on the TAN Talk Radio Network to hear the BCC Coupon Book radio show. We feature local small business owners with great deals for many services and restaurants in our listening area. And anyone interested in branding your business and getting your name out there, give us a call at the BCC Coupon Book, 727-804-6082. Have a great day, Tampa Bay.
That's the BCC Coupon Book, Wednesdays 5 to 6 on the TAN Talk Radio Network.
Hi, this is Eric from the Knife and Fork Radio Show. Tune in every Thursday morning between 9 and 10 a.m. where we talk about everything restaurant, food, and drink related. The phone lines will be open, and we will love to take your call-ins and hear about all of your experiences. Once again, it's a Knife and Fork Radio Show every Thursday between 9 and 10 a.m. right here on the TAN Talk Radio Network.
This is Paul Porter, the arena voice of the Tampa Bay Lightning and Orlando Magic, and the press box voice of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I hope you'll join me every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for my weekly show, The Home Team, heard right here on the TAN Talk Radio Network and Facebook Live, The Home Team with Paul Porter, talking Lightning, Bucks, Rays, USF, and a whole lot more. Your calls and prize giveaways. Join us this Saturday and every Saturday morning for The Home Team, 9 to 11 on the TAN Talk Radio Network.
This is the TAN Talk Radio Network.
When the Super Bowl ended, the ball would be in the hands of Tom Brady. I don't know why we ever think it won't.
It's time for the Home Team on the TAN Talk Radio Network. The Home Team is brought to you in part by Cambridge Christian School, a Christian education that's affordable and well-respected. By FAS Windows and Doors, with stores in Tampa and Orlando. By Action Air Conditioning, family-owned and operated, serving the entire Tampa Bay area. And now, here he is, the arena voice of the Tampa Bay Lightning and Orlando Magic, and the press box voice of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Paul Porter.
Well, thank you very much, Brother Pat. And I have to let you in on something that's kind of humorous. When my brother sent me those openings, he emailed them to me. He recorded the first one, and then he recorded the second one. And then before he turned the mic off, he says, well, la-di-da. And that's kind of how we are with each other, like, well, good for you, there you are.
He should have kept that in the opening.
I know. I still have it. Yeah. I might have inserted it in there. But, well, la-di-da. But anyway, thank you for joining us for hour number 2 of the Home Team. Glad to have you with us. We're going to be talking in just a few minutes with Cheryl Flood. She is the CEO of the Florida State Fair Authority. She is the number one person, not just with the Florida State Fair, but with the state fairgrounds and all the events that go on there. And we are privileged to have them as partners with us on the home team. And I'm looking forward to talking to Cheryl coming up in just a few minutes. Very nice lady. She has a lot of power with what she does there, but yet she's very, very down to earth and a good person to talk to. And I've really enjoyed the time that I've spent with the Florida State Fair doing public address announcing.
Sure, I'm curious to know how many events they have out there on a regular basis.
Yeah,
I'm sure a lot.
I mean, they gave me a list here.
We know about when it's fair time, but people don't think about it that there's always other things going on, even when the fair is not going on.
Car show on September the 11th, a hunting show on the 13th to the 15th, Tampa Bay Women's Expo on the 14th.
You got the fitness thing going out there now, you mentioned.
Cracker Country Homeschool Day, Cage Fury Fighting Championships on September the 21st. And these are just months during the month of September. Feria Telemundo for the Hispanic audience, GS Fest, that's going in late September, and the Tampa Bay Times Boat Show coming up to September 27th to 29th, and the Cracker Country Museum Day coming up on September 28th.
Basically something going on all the time.
This is just in September.
Just in September. Yeah, amazing.
So it's a lot more than just the Florida State Fair, and we'll be talking to Cheryl about that coming up very shortly. Want to say hello to the Rubber Cement Man. He's watching us on Facebook Live. I don't know if he's going to grace us with his presence on the phones, but we'll see if he does that.
I'm sure he'll want to get his picks in too, one way or the other.
Absolutely. And before we get to all that, Jason, Alessi Bakery, what's going on there this weekend?
Well, look, we've always got a wide variety of great items. Our cookies, cupcakes, guava turnovers, apple turnovers. We have danishes, we have eclairs, cannolis. We have brownies, a wonderful deli offering a great variety of sandwiches, Cuban sandwiches, Italian subs, turkey clubs, king clubs. We have Philly cheesesteaks, chicken Philly cheesesteaks. We have Reuben's burgers and hot entrees, chicken and yellow rice, roast pork and picadillo, and our famous scacciata pizza.
And the question was asked on Facebook, the specials that you mentioned, are those for today and tomorrow, or is it for next week?
Usually our specials run from Monday. They start with new specials on Monday and run through the weekend through Sunday. And then the Monday they start over with new specials. So I know the specials this week have been, and they will still be good today and tomorrow. Oatmeal raisin cookies are buy one, get one free. And from our grab-and-go cooler, slices of cake, the strawberry masook cake and the chocolate devil's food cake by the slice. Those are buy one, get one free. So those specials have been through this week from Monday on through this weekend. We'll have new specials starting Monday, but I don't quite know them yet.
Next week, maybe you'll be able to give us. Let's see. Next week's the 14th. You're still here on the 14th.
Yes. Okay. So I'll bring in I'll try to get the specials for the following week as well. So I'll give you this week's specials and the next week's specials as well.
Donald, a big fan of the black and white cookies.
Yes, I know.
The orange Bucks cupcakes were delicious as well.
Oh, good. Yeah. We've done a lot of creamsicle orange things. We have Bucks cookies. Some of them have the Bucks logo on them. And also like a football shaped cookie that says "Go Bucks." So I've been selling a lot of those now that it's football season.
And coming in late October, I would think the Trump Harris poll.
Actually, I think the presidential cookies will be later this month.
Okay.
Maybe in a couple of weeks or so.
Oh, okay.
We're going to start them in September.
So you'll keep track of how they sell?
Yeah, we always do. That's kind of a big thing each presidential year with the election cookies.
Support your favorite candidate with what cookie you buy.
Exactly.
All right, very good. Let's go back to the phone lines. We have Anthony joining us. Hello, Anthony. Welcome back to the home team.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Growing up in the early 70s, I came across a Mad trade paperback, and the image of Alfred E. Newman at a college football game decked out in this big fluffy jacket with a fluffy collar, waving the flag for his team. I think he had something else, either a pom-pom or a soft drink or something in the other hand. So that's my image of college football fans.
Yeah.
kind of a weird image. So I always grew up.
I remember Mad Magazine.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh, me too. I used to collect a lot of those, the Mad magazines. Yeah, they would
My
always.
brother loved those.
Well, and I know they would always like spoof movies. They had like the movie in there, but done in a
they
funny
were like
way.
the Saturday Night Live of print.
I remember them very well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Speaking of which, Jason, you mentioned that you went to Plant High School.
Yes.
Now, would that have been late 70s to early 80s?
No, I was there later on. I was there from 1995 to 1999. I graduated in 99.
Okay. So you missed the rivalries that would occur after the games between Plant High School and Robinson High School.
Yeah,
where there would always be a melee breaking out after the game. So,
I know it got very intense. You know, when the time I was there, the football team was kind of in some down years. I think maybe near the end of my time there, they were starting to get a little better, but it was not the best of years for playing high school football when I was there.
Yeah, because Robinson left a really long-lasting impression when they went on top of the roof and painted the Panther pink. That was something spectacular. Well, let's get to the Bucs. You know, Jaden Daniels, this is his first year in Washington. Now, when they played the Patriots and they put a big beat down on the Patriots, you know, they went through like 4 different quarterbacks for the Pats, and they didn't play Jaden because I guess he was not really up to par to play. I guess he was injured, recovering. So looking at the game between the Chiefs and the Ravens, both quarterbacks were pretty shaky. I kind of see the Bucs and the Commanders kind of going into this game in a sort of a testy-feely kind of play. It's going to be something that they're coming back. I mean, it's just,
yeah,
I kind of sense that, you know,
around the league, week 1, I think will be like that.
When the starters don't play hardly at all during the preseason, it's basically impossible to have the game time speed down. It's one thing to do it in practice, but that's not the same.
And you heard Rock Riley said he didn't think they had enough.
No,
they
not at all.
That one drive.
And that's but it is with every team now. Teams are so paranoid about guys getting injured in the preseason, they just won't play them. Well, okay, the consequence of that is in that first game, and maybe even the first couple of games, be prepared for a lot of mistakes between, the penalties, the turnovers, guys missing assignments, not running the right routes. That's what's going to happen when the players don't play on a regular basis. It just is.
Anthony, give me your score for the game tomorrow.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Hang on. Anthony, are you there?
The phone was breaking up a little bit. Can you hear us? Nope. Anthony?
Okay. Due to the experience, I give Baker Mayfield and the Bucs the upper hand on tomorrow's game. I'm going to go 30-24 Tampa Bay, and then 14-7 at halftime.
All right. In favor of the Bucs?
For sure, yeah.
Okay. And Anthony, want to mention, I know you've been a big supporter of our Reach Out, Speak Out, and Purple Passion. It's coming up again on Sunday, October the 7th. I'm sorry, Sunday, October the 6th at 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. And I am happy to announce, and we just announced it on Facebook Live, for the first time ever, we have up for bid a Zamboni ride. Yes, you will be riding the Zamboni either pregame or during one of the intermissions.
Oh, that's great. Very cool.
It's a thing you can't buy anywhere, but you'll be able to bid on it at the Purple Passion, a Zamboni ride for 2 or 4 people. So that is something, and it includes game tickets. And the game is the Columbus game on December the 17th. December 17th against Columbus. You could be riding in the Zamboni during one of the intermissions or pregame. So that's going to be up for bid on Sunday, October the 6th at Purple Passion. Reach Out, Speak Out.
Well, I'm going to definitely make an effort to get up there. I'm going to find a ride to get up there. So either way, I'm going to contribute. So and no doubt about it. So
well, we appreciate that. And also just a couple of other items you might be interested in. We have a Bucks Super Bowl football from the 2021 year when the Bucks won the Super Bowl. And we also have a Vita Vea autographed football from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So those items are going to be up for bid as well, in addition to another pair of Lightning tickets for the game on November the 14th against the Winnipeg Jets. So
well, successfully, whoever goes for that football, for sure. So that's going to be a hot item.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, mark it down. Sunday, October the 6th from 2 to 3:30 at the New Identities Hair Salon on Amberley Road in New Tampa, where we've been the last
great
6 years or so.
All right. Great, and a great ministry for sure.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Anthony. Appreciate it. We need to hit a break, and then when we come back, we'll talk with Cheryl Flood from the Florida State Fair Authority and also your phone calls. More of the home team coming up on the Tan Talk Radio Network, AM 1340 and 1350, FM 106.1, 102.3, and Facebook
Live.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Honest Mahoney's. That's what people have been calling LZ Mahoney for more than 35 years. Honest LZ Mahoney. The name really says it all. Mahoney's Auto Repair is a place you can trust. In fact, it was some of his loyal customers that came up with the name. Generations of people who've been taking their cars to 4040 54th Avenue North for 3.5 decades. Do you need some work done on your car? If his loyal customers call him Honest Mahoney's, that should tell you something right there. The next time you need work done on your car, take it to my friend LZ Mahoney's. He's been a part of the home team for nearly 20 years. Mahoney's Auto Repair. Or just remember Honest Mahoney's. 4040 54th Avenue North in St. Petersburg. A place that people have called home for more than 35 years. Honest Mahoney's. 4040 54th Avenue North in St. Petersburg. My new windows from FAS Windows and Doors are in. I couldn't be happier with the job they did, from measuring perfectly to prompt and exact installation. How did I choose FAS over all the other window companies? I've known Ernie and John Wilding for nearly 20 years. They're father and son and started FAS Windows and Doors way back in 2005. In fact, FAS actually stands for Father and Son. They are Central and West Central Florida's largest volume window and door dealer, with showrooms and distribution facilities in both Tampa and Orlando. As you know, I never endorse a product or service unless I've used them or thoroughly researched them. Their objective is providing the best quality windows and doors on the market at reasonable prices with a customer service level that is unsurpassed in the industry. Never an obligation when you call 866-737-7173 or visit them on the internet at faswd.com or call 866-737-7137. You'll be glad you did. I sure am. 10 years ago, my wife and I started a nonprofit ministry to help victims of domestic violence called Reach Out, Speak Out. Would you consider a donation to help our ministry? If you'd like to join our auxiliary board or just be a friend to Reach Out, Speak Out by helping with your time, talents, or treasures whenever you're available, please contact us by visiting reachoutspeakout.org. Please send your donation to Post Office Box 4979, Tampa, Florida 33677, 5013C number 47163. 0804. This is Paul Porter. You know, with the schedule I keep working for the Lightning, Magic, and Buccaneers, a good night's sleep is a must for me. That's why I'm happy to tell you about the Original Mattress Factory. Their mattresses are hand-built right here in Tampa Bay with the highest quality at a very reasonable price. They aren't like these other mattress companies that'll jack their prices up every holiday and then do a so-called super discount during their so-called sale. You actually end up paying more than what the mattress is worth. The secret is, with OMF, you're getting factory direct pricing and eliminating the middleman retailer. There's no high-pressure salespeople either. OMF is employee-owned, and they make it all about you. Double-sided mattresses, and they even email you when it's time to flip your mattress. Stop by their factory on Almerton Road in Clearwater and see for yourself, or visit one of their stores in Tampa or Brandon. There's nothing like a good night's sleep, and you'll get it with the Original Mattress Factory, and you'll get it for less. The Original Mattress Factory. For the second straight season, the Clearwater Threshers are back in the playoffs. Cheer on the Threshers in the minor league baseball postseason on Thursday, September 12th at Baycare Ballpark. Game time is 6:30 p.m. and features the regular Thursday staple, Taps and Tacos Night. Get ready for Threshers postseason baseball, plus tacos and burritos from Moe's Southwest Grill on Thursday, September 12th. And get your tickets now at threshersbaseball.com.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Welcome back to the home team here on the Tan Talk Radio Network. Glad to have you with us. And we have the privilege and the honor to be talking to somebody that I admire very much. She is the president of the Florida State Fair Authority, the CEO of the Florida State Fair Authority. She started out on a cattle ranch in Lake Wales, and she's progressed a little bit since then. And we're very happy to have with us Cheryl Flood, the Executive Director and CEO of the Florida State Fair Authority. Cheryl, welcome to the home team.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you, and I can't tell you how happy I am that the home team is partnering with the Florida State Fair Authority. We're looking forward to doing a lot of great things together, doing some shows from out there at the Florida State Fair, and we're really happy to have you on board.
Well, thank you so much. We're excited as well.
There's so much more to the Florida State Fairgrounds than just the fair, Cheryl. A lot of people think of the fair as that's busy there for 10 days a year and that's it. But almost every weekend you've got something going on out there.
We do. We always celebrate the Florida State Fair in February, 12 days. It's an annual event, but year-round we host over 250 events on property. This weekend alone, we're hosting Fit Fest. Which is where all the fitness enthusiasts are gathering to celebrate all their talents. So we've got thousands of people on property this weekend alone.
Well, it is always something going on, from boat shows to gun shows to home shows and everything else that's going on out there at the Florida State Fair. Take us through the timeline, Cheryl, for yourself. I mean, how did you become the CEO of the Florida State Fair Authority?
Well, it's an interesting story. I worked for the Commissioner of Agriculture, Adam Putnam at the time. I was working in Tallahassee as Director of External Affairs, and he appointed me to this role. He knew that I loved agriculture. He knew I loved working with people. I loved the events business, and it was a leadership opportunity for me. And I tell you, it's been a challenge, but I love every single day of it. We've got a great team here on property, and we're proud of what we do.
We know that. I know I've been working with Patty Chandler a number of years now and doing some announcing out there at the Florida State Fair. And it's so well organized and so well put together. And it's really a pleasure to be a part of that. And Cheryl, as far as the Florida State Fair Authority is concerned, I always wondered, it's always stayed in the same place. The fair is there every year. Has there ever been any talk or thought of moving it around to, say, Miami one year, or Jacksonville or Tallahassee, as opposed to having it in Tampa every year?
No, Tampa's home for us. So this is where the legislature created us. This is where our home base is. We're governed by the Fair Authority Board here locally. We're a quasi-governmental entity. So many years ago, it was decided that Tampa would be home for us. We used to be downtown at the Plant Field, where University of Tampa sits today, and there's just a 120-year history being right here in Tampa, and we're proud to be a part of this community, and we love what we do here. And it's an exciting thing. Every state across the country has a state fair, and Tampa is fortunate to host the state fair annually here in February.
Well, Jason Alessi is my co-host on the program, and Alessi Bakery is always very prominent there at the Florida State Fair.
Yeah, been there. We had the big booth in the expo halls. Been there for a long, long time. So always an exciting time. Sure, I'm curious. I know with so many events, I'm sure there's a lot of events you have each year that they come to the fairgrounds every year. But in terms of getting new events, I mean, how far in advance do companies or organizations book things? That would be a constant updating and changing. But I'm sure it's quite a process. Keeps you busy.
It is. It's a never changing calendar, but we book events 6 months in advance. We only really have 2 weekends a year where Expo Hall is not booked. So we stay busy out here. We have occasional cancellations, but we've got some very loyal customers that book with us on an annual basis, and we stay busy throughout the year. So it's a process. You just go online and fill out a form, and our director of sales will reach out and coordinate the event. But we've done, weeks in advance to months in advance. So we have a busy calendar, like I said, but we love to have new customers and new events, so we welcome those.
The thing I always notice about the Florida State Fair is you have some really off-the-wall food choices there each and every year. You never disappoint. How is it determined, Cheryl, as to what some of these crazy items are going to be? Is it by the vendor, or does the Fair Authority get involved with that? Or how do they come up with these really strange menu items?
We challenge our concessionaires to bring something new and different every year. We actually have a contest where they submit new photos and new food items for the public. We want to make sure that each and every year we have something new that's tasty and fun for our public to enjoy. So we actually challenge our vendors. If they submit something fun and unique, we will promote them through marketing to make sure that the public knows what's new and different here at the Florida State Fair. So we have a wide variety of food. We certainly recognize that not everybody likes fried food, so we have a lot of diversity of different items for the public to enjoy. So we have over 200 concessionaires during fair. They apply this time of year for February. So there's a long process to ensuring that they make the system, but we certainly want to invite them and welcome them and certainly make sure that we have a lot of different food items for the public to enjoy.
Well, it isn't very often you get to talk to the CEO of the Florida State Fair Authority, so I'm taking advantage of that, and I want to submit a request, Cheryl, if I can.
Okay.
I'd love to have the apple dumplings come back at some concession stand. That was always a favorite of mine, the apple dumplings, and there was one year I just walked the entire fairgrounds looking for a booth that had the apple dumplings and couldn't find it. So if you could ever get those back, I'd be very appreciative. And I'm sure a lot of other people would too.
Yeah, we'll work on that. We had apple fries last year, which is fun, but it's been a while since we've had apple dumplings, so I'll see if I can work on that for you, Paul.
Well, I appreciate it, Cheryl, and it's been a pleasure to talk to you, and we want to talk to you throughout, not just during the fair time, but as we work our way up to that and some of the other events. And let me again say it's an honor to have the Florida State Fair Authority as a partner with the home team, and I can tell everybody I talked to Cheryl Flood, the CEO there.
Big time.
And,
that is special.
But blow my own heart a little bit.
I think you're a bigger deal than I am, Paul. You've got quite the name yourself. So it's a privilege for me as well.
No problem.
Just get him out. He gets out there and he scares the horses when he gets on that intercom making announcements. So
I don't know.
When the animal shows are there, they don't appreciate him quite as much. But
I don't know if you ever heard that. If you ever heard that story, Cheryl, but there was one night when it was a clear night and the air was in such a form that the sound was carrying very well. And I was doing some PA announcing and the phone rang in the office there and they says, "You've got to turn the volume down. You're scaring the horses." And,
might have a stampede on your hands. Yeah. That wouldn't be good.
And just the visual thought of that was hilarious. Yeah. But so I always try and keep it down a little bit and not do the announcing voice because we don't want to scare the horses. That's for sure.
We've got tons of animals out here, and I think during the fair they get used to the sound. So we're happy to have you call on our team as well.
All right. Well, Cheryl, thanks so much, and thanks again for being part of the home team.
Well, thank you. You guys have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Appreciate that. Cheryl Flood, the CEO of the Florida State Fair Authority, and we're just proud to be partnering with them. It's great there. And of course, Leslie Bakery partners with them as well.
Yes, absolutely.
So we're
many years.
Glad to have them on. We are going to take a break, and then we will come back with more of the home team. Join us on the phone lines. It's wide open at 727-441-3000. 727-441-3000. More of the home team coming up on the Tan Talk Radio Network, AM 1340 and 1350, FM 106.1, 102.3, and Facebook
Live.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
When you talk about ice rink development in West Central Florida, one name stands alone: Iceman Development, LLC. Gordy Zimmerman, president and founder of Iceman Development, has played an integral part in the construction of the Ice Sports Forum in Brandon, the training home of the three-time Stanley Cup champion Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Advent Health Center Ice Complex, a multi-million-dollar facility boasting 150,000 square feet, and ranked the top indoor ice rink facility by both the USA Today and Yelp. Iceman Development is currently involved in creating yet another outstanding ice rink facility in Trinity and Pasco County. Iceman's company mission is to build community projects that impact the area both in quality of life and economic growth. For more information, visit icemandevelopment.com. That's Iceman with 2 N's, development.com. Much like the weather, your life could change at the drop of a hat. Don't be caught unprepared. You don't know what will happen tomorrow, but no matter what happens to you, you can make sure your loved ones are provided for with a life insurance policy from Auto Owners Insurance. Meet with a local independent agent and secure a policy now to rest easy knowing you're protecting the ones you love. Visit Vermost Insurance in Tampa Bay today at vermost.com.
Life Builders Christian Counseling Center brings hurting people to wholeness in Christ. Life Builders is a professional counseling center with multiple counselors and locations in Brandon and Tampa. They offer in-person, Zoom, and group sessions, counseling individuals, married couples, children and adolescents, and families. Some of our licensed counselors take most insurances. Call 813-438-5949 or visit lifebuilderscounseling.org. Life Builders can help. 813-438-5949 and at lifebuilderscounseling.org.
This is Paul Porter. You know, with the schedule I keep working for the Lightning, Magic, and Buccaneers, a good night's sleep is a must for me. That's why I'm happy to tell you about the Original Mattress Factory. Their mattresses are hand-built right here in Tampa Bay with the highest quality at a very reasonable price. They aren't like these other mattress companies that'll jack their prices up every holiday and then do a so-called super discount during their so-called sale. You actually end up paying more than what the mattress is worth. The secret is, with OMF, you're getting factory direct pricing and eliminating the middleman retailer. There's no high-pressure salespeople either. OMF is employee-owned, and they make it all about you. Double-sided mattresses, and they even email you when it's time to flip your mattress. Stop by their factory on Almerton Road in Clearwater and see for yourself, or visit one of their stores in Tampa or Brandon. There's nothing like a good night's sleep, and you'll get it with the Original Mattress Factory, and you'll get it for less. The Original Mattress Factory. Happy 60th birthday, Cambridge Christian School. Hi, everyone. I'm Paul Porter, voice of the Lightning, here to tell you about the exciting growth happening here at CCS. Coming this fall is our state-of-the-art 45,000 square foot high school and STEM lab. For over 60 years, Cambridge Christian's award-winning academics, athletics, and the arts has been changing the way you think about Christian education. Visit us today at ccslancers.com. After a car accident, there are many questions that you need answers to. Who pays for my car repairs? Who pays for the medical bills? What about my lost wages? And more. The personal injury law firm of Pernick, Caulfield, Averill, and Noyes has been answering these questions for their clients for nearly 70 years. Since 1955, they've been a voice of the injured in the legal system. As one of the longest established law firms in Tampa Bay, Pernick, Caulfield, Averill, and Noyes is here to answer your questions. Listen to their live call-in radio show on this channel every Tuesday evening from 5 to 6 p.m. or call them at 727-796-8282 or visit them at voiceoftheinjured.com. Offices Clearwater, non-attorney spokesperson.
Looking for newer used golf clubs and balls? Stop by T&D Golf at 4205 West Waters Avenue, a half-mile west of Dale Mabry. Brand name clubs at discount prices. T&D has the best repair facility with the largest selection of grips in stock. Hundreds of sets of gently used clubs, a large selection of putters and wedges, and the best selection of quality used golf balls in Florida. Open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. T&D Golf at 4205 West Waters Avenue, a half-mile west of Dale Mabry.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Welcome back to the home team. We've been laughing. Matt is kind of overheating in the other room, though. The phones have been ringing off the wall, and he's got some long-winded people, and none of our callers, but just some people that have called in that just
and people complaining about something that has nothing to do with us whatsoever.
Right.
So
that's
some people just like to complain.
Yeah,
that's what they live for.
Very true. Very true. We want to welcome all of you to the home team. Glad to have you with us, and let's continue along. We've got Don from St. Petersburg holding on the phone. So, hello, Don. You're on the home team, and I think Matt, your friend's calling back. Hello, Don.
Very good, Paul. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Matt is working up a sweat in there trying to answer all the phones, but that's a good thing.
Is it about that CBS newscast at 10 o'clock where you heard the reverb?
Oh, I don't know.
I didn't hear about that. No, explain that one to us.
Well, when it would be like if I'm doing a demonstration right now. I've got the radio right here where you hear my voice, but then you hear it 2 seconds or 3 seconds later.
Oh, yeah, like what used to happen at Yankee Stadium where it's the biggest honor to be
here. The echo. Yeah.
Every time they played it in actuality, you could hear it.
Ah, okay. All right.
So maybe people thought their radios were broken.
Oh, whatever.
I don't know.
No, nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you, because we never got a chance to find out from you what you thought of the Tampa Bay Sun and their the game or the match that you went to about 2.5 weeks ago.
Well, I thought it was entertaining. I have to say, Don, I've been to 3 soccer games now in my life, and I've yet to see a goal.
Wow!
All 3 games have ended up nothing to nothing.
I know the one you were announcing, and you said that was the only time at an event you were announcing that you didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to me, the field is too big for soccer. I was a big fan of the indoor soccer back when up in Cleveland we had the Cleveland Force, and they played it in a hockey rink basically, and the ball would go everywhere. And if you're sitting in the front few rows, you had to be alert.
Well, kind of like a version of arena football, but for soccer, right?
That's, yeah. And I was a big fan of that because the games would end up 8-7 or 7-6.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot more entertaining than 0-0.
Yeah,
is that what you call it if there's no score?
Yeah,
0-0.
I think they did a nice job. The performance was good. The music was good, and but I guess I'm just not that into soccer because there's just not enough scoring for me.
I think they've got a great goaltender, and I know that goaltender made a lot of great saves in that game because I saw some of the highlights.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And I was a little disenchanted that I don't know if they forgot or what happened, but they didn't turn the scoreboard on until about 5 minutes into the game. And I was looking around to see, how much time was left or how much had been played and that. And the other thing that I wasn't real aware of is that once the clock starts, it doesn't stop until the halftime, and then they add on time at the end of the game.
Right,
for
the stoppage time. Yes.
So it's a little bit different where if the ball goes out of bounds in football, it's they stop the clock, So, but overall, I thought it was a good presentation, and they do very well. And soccer is what it is. It's very appealing to a lot of people around the world.
Worldwide, that is the sport, and has been for a long, long time.
Just not exactly my cup of tea, but since you asked, I'll answer.
What I was more interested in is sort of the way they did the stadium and whether or not you think it's practical the way they have it right now, because even though it's a temporary site, I mean, it's pretty tight if you have a full house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought they did a nice job. It looked really nice, and parking was a little bit of an issue. And our friends over at the Pirate Water Taxi actually were doing shuttles between Armature Works and the stadium, so that you could park at Armature Works and just take a shuttle across the river and go to the game. But overall, I thought they did a good job with what they had, and I wish them nothing but success. It's kind of neat to see a women's professional team. We've had a men's professional team for so long with the Rowdies, and I wish the Tampa Bay Sun all the success. And actually, the Vinnick Sports Group is very involved with them. They're doing a lot of the marketing and the game presentation and that sort of thing are coming from the same people that do the Lightning.
Absolutely, you're right. And USF as well. They do USF.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Very good. Well, Don, what's your score for the Bucks game?
Tampa Bay 26, Washington 21.
Close one. All right. And halftime?
Halftime score will be a very low score. It'll be Tampa Bay 6, Washington nothing.
All right. Very good. Weather may be a factor as far as that low scoring first half.
Absolutely. And I also think, like you said, it's almost going to be like another exhibition game, because these guys have not had they haven't played too many games that they can say, well, we know we're going to have so many pass plays and run plays. They're going to have to try to see which ones are working early in the game.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And then the weather certainly could dictate that. If it starts pouring down rain, that's going to affect both teams and what they could do on offense, especially. So it'll be interesting.
It will be a good second half, I guarantee you.
Mm-hmm. There you go. All right, Don, thank you so much. Always good to hear from you.
You too.
All right.
For what it's worth, this is just kind of this mindless stuff that sticks in my head. I know that Marshall had a score 31-23. I know that was the Bucks beating them in the playoff game a couple of years ago, the year they won the Super Bowl. 26-21. The Bucks beat the Washington Redskins in a home game in 1994. I remember that game.
Would know that.
I remember that game. I watched that from one of the the suite, the boxes up there. But that was the score. I don't know why. It just sticks in my head.
All right.
Craig Erickson. It was a Bucks quarterback at the time.
We need to hit a break. Don, hang on. We're going to not Don, but Al, hang on. We're going to get to you as well. And also, we're going to talk to Josh Sperber. And before we do that, though, let's give away a family 4-pack of tickets for the playoff game that the Clearwater Threshers will be playing on Thursday night. And here's the question for you. I want you to name the 4 teams, actually 2 in Pinellas County, 1 in Hillsborough, and 1 in Manatee County. Name the 4 teams in the Florida State League. 2 in Pinellas, 1 in Hillsborough, and 1 in Manatee County. Name those 4 teams, and you got a 4-pack of tickets for the Clearwater Threshers playoffs coming up on Thursday. More of the home team coming up on the Tan Talk Radio Network, AM 1340 and 1350, FM 106.1, 102.3, and Facebook
Live.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Honest Mahoney's. That's what people have been calling LZ Mahoney for more than 35 years. Honest LZ Mahoney. The name really says it all. Mahoney's Auto Repair is a place you can trust. In fact, it was some of his loyal customers that came up with the name. Generations of people who've been taking their cars to 4040 54th Avenue North for 3.5 decades. Do you need some work done on your car? If his loyal customers call him Honest Mahoney's, that should tell you something right there. The next time you need work done on your car, take it to my friend LZ Mahoney's. He's been a part of the home team for nearly 20 years. Mahoney's Auto Repair. Or just remember Honest Mahoney's. 4040 54th Avenue North in St. Petersburg. A place that people have called home for more than 35 years. Honest Mahoney's. 4040 54th Avenue North in St. Petersburg.
Sooner or later, you're going to need a plumber. It's just a fact of life. Want somebody honest and reliable? The plumber I use is the Bearded Plumber. I've known Thomas since his high school days and now is an established plumber who offers 24-hour-a-day full service because plumbing emergencies don't wait. Keep this number handy. You know you're going to need it. It's 866-882-3273. The Bearded Plumber, 866-882-3273. One of the questions I'm often asked is, how do you do it? With my busy schedule of working for the Lightning, Magic, Buccaneers, and the home team, I need to be in very good health. One person I have to thank for keeping me in good health for years is Dr. Troy Stirk of Stirk Family Medicine. He's helped me keep my blood pressure in check, my heart running smoothly, and an overall healthy feeling that is confirmed by my lab results. If you're looking for a good family physician, I heartily recommend Dr. Troy Stirk at Stirk Family Medicine. You can reach his office at 813-264-7922. That's 813-264-7922. I'll tell you, Dr. Stirk is fantastic, and I'm sure you'll feel the same way if you become one of his patients. So now that you know my secret to staying healthy with a busy schedule, it's your turn. Call Dr. Troy Stirk at Stirk Family Medicine, 813-264-7922. My new windows from FAS Windows and Doors are in. I couldn't be happier with the job they did, from measuring perfectly to prompt and exact installation. How did I choose FAS over all the other window companies? I've known Ernie and John Wilding for nearly 20 years. They're father and son and started FAS Windows and Doors way back in 2005. In fact, FAS actually stands for Father and Son. They are Central and West Central Florida's largest volume window and door dealer, with showrooms and distribution facilities in both Tampa and Orlando. As you know, I never endorse a product or service unless I've used them or thoroughly researched them. Their objective is providing the best quality windows and doors on the market at reasonable prices with a customer service level that is unsurpassed in the industry. Never an obligation when you call 866-737-7173 or visit them on the internet at faswd.com or call 866-737-7137. You'll be glad you did. I sure am. Thank you for all the support so many of you have shown Reach Out, Speak Out. I have an opportunity for you to greatly help Reach Out, Speak Out. On Sunday, October 6th, we'll be holding our 9th annual Purple Passion Silent Auction. It's our largest fundraiser of the year as we continue to help victims of domestic violence. We're looking for cash donations and donations of items for our auction. If you can help, or better yet, attend, please email me at paannouncer1@yahoo.com. That's paannouncer1@yahoo.com. Purple Passion, Sunday, October 6th from 2 to 3:30 p.m. at the New Identities Hair Salon, 15305 Amberley Drive in New Tampa. Happy 60th birthday, Cambridge Christian School. Hi, everyone. I'm Paul Porter, voice of the Lightning, here to tell you about the exciting growth happening here at CCS. Coming this fall is our state-of-the-art 45,000 square foot high school and STEM lab. For over 60 years, Cambridge Christian's award-winning academics, athletics, and the arts has been changing the way you think about Christian education. Visit us today at ccslancers.com.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Welcome back to the home team, our final segment, and we want to get right to the phone lines. We're going to talk to Josh Sperber from the Clearwater Threshers in just a second. But first, let's go to Vicki, who is on the phone with us from St. Petersburg. Hello, Vicki.
Hi, how you doing, Paul?
I'm doing great. Thanks for joining us. You're the third lady we've had on the program today, because Cheryl Flood joined us as well, and Janet. And Vicki, the question to you for 4 tickets to the Clearwater Thresher playoff game on Thursday night. Can you name the 2 Pinellas County, the 1 Hillsborough County, and the 1 Manatee County Florida State League team?
Yes, I can. And I didn't look it up, and I remembered it.
Okay,
I didn't ask my husband or anything.
Good for you.
Okay?
Good for you.
So the first team is in Bradenton is the Marauders.
Okay.
Okay. The second one is the Lakeland Tigers.
Well, that's in Manatee County. We were looking for the Manatee County.
No, the Marauders are in Manatee County.
Right. Okay. And then which 2 are in Pinellas?
Okay, the two in Pinellas are the Dunedin Blue Jays and then the Threshers.
Okay, and what team is in Hillsborough?
Hillsborough would be the Lakeland Tigers.
No, that's actually Polk County. But I want to help you here. Okay, they play right across the street from where the Buccaneers play.
Oh, wait a minute. It's the Yankees. Hold on. The Tarpon.
There you go.
All right, good.
You got it, and you even got Polk County with the Lakeland Tigers, Flying Tigers.
There you go. Five out of whatever.
Well, Vicki, we've got a 4-pack of tickets for you for Thursday night to see the Tampa Bay or the Clearwater Threshers in playoff action. And hang on, and we just need to get your last name, and the tickets will be at will call under your name on Thursday night.
Okay, right. Sounds great. Thank you.
They start at 6:30 the game, and the park opens at 5:30, I believe. So, just to hang on and give your last name to Matt, and we'll get those tickets under your name. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. And by the way, Donald also named the 4 correctly. Donald, if you would like to go to the game, we can have your name there as well. Just put it in on Facebook if you'd like to attend Thursday night, the Clearwater Thresher playoff game. Well, let's find out more about that Clearwater Thresher playoff game. Josh Sperber is joining us. Josh, welcome back to the home team.
Hey, Paul, thanks for having me.
Well, we appreciate it. And it's a fun time coming up. The Threshers in the playoffs they've been there for multiple years now.
That's right. Second year in a row, the Threshers are in the playoffs. And actually, as of last night, the Threshers will be playing the Lakeland Flying Tigers in the postseason for the second straight year. And it was a pretty great division series last year. Clearwater won it, taking 2 of 3 games. And they're looking to do it again in 2024.
All right. Well, I just want to quickly mention that Donald was not able to attend. He won't be able to go, but we can give those tickets to someone else. If you would like to go, we've already given away 1 4-pack of tickets. If you would like to give to go to the game on Thursday night, just mention it on Facebook Live or call in to Matt and give us your name, and we'll have a 4-pack of tickets waiting for you on Thursday night. And there's still some regular season left, Josh. Tell us about a big fireworks show coming up and a fan appreciation night.
Yeah, we had a really nice fireworks show last night, a little season rewind night, Dade, and the Threshers took a pretty thrilling win over St. Lucie. And now tonight we have our last fireworks show of the regular season. And the Threshers look to clinch the final series of the regular season. So it's going to be a really good night at Baycare Ballpark. Another 6:30 game start, 5:30 gates open, and really some just fantastic fireworks after the game. I've seen a lot of minor league baseball fireworks, but there's not a single ballpark that does it like Baycare Ballpark.
Absolutely. And it's a lot of fun out there, and so much more than just the game, and still very affordable. Are playoff tickets available if people want to buy them right now, Josh?
That they are. You can't go physically to the Baycare box office at the ballpark, or you can go to threshersbaseball.com. We're selling tickets for both the Thursday game, 12th, that you mentioned, and game 3, because it's the best of 3 series. So if Threshers don't take the first 2, there might be need for a game 3 on Friday the 13th, and I can't think of a spookier sport than baseball. So definitely want to reserve those tickets if we get to a deciding game 3.
Fans can come to the game that night with hockey masks.
There you go.
I mean, the broadcaster might. I don't know about
Okay. Well, Josh, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure working with you throughout the season. This will be the final time we talk to you this year. But thank you so much, and we look forward to talking more Threshers baseball next season.
Absolutely. It's been a real good time, and I appreciate you having me on this show. See you next year, Paul.
All right. Thank you, Josh. Let's go to the phone lines. And again, if you would like to go to that game, John in Clearwater had the correct answer as well. John, if you can go, we'll give the tickets to you. If not, someone else can go. We still have another 4-pack of tickets. Either mention it on Facebook Live or call in to Matt at 727-441-3000. Let's finish up with Al today. Hello, Al. You're on the home team.
Get the machines out behind the plate because this week I looked at a lot of baseball games and they were rotten calls. That was so. Even the umpires on the corners was calling bad.
I want to say they go to the computers like they're talking about Al, just having the artificial intelligence call balls and strikes.
We need that. We need that bad because
the pitch is a ball.
The pitch is a strike. The players get thrown out of the games. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
If the National Football League, Baseball League, don't do nothing about this, they're ruining the game of baseball.
Yeah, well, who knows? Maybe that's the next in. They've been doing it some in the minors, and maybe they'll bring it into the pros soon.
It's time. It's time because I've seen it. When I tell you about Judge, he can't recognize a pitch. He had 21 home runs, 51 home runs last week. He didn't get nothing this week.
Yeah, he still has a lot of home runs, though, so he'll get him out of there from time to time.
He's been in a little bit of a home run slump. Yeah, that's for sure. All right.
How about the Bucks game, the score?
27-17, Bucks.
Bucks win? Mm-hmm. All right, and halftime score, Al?
7-3 Bucks.
All right. Very good. We got you down.
See what happens there.
Always good to hear from you, Al. Thank you so much.
Much time today. You got me right at the end of the show.
Yep. Well, we still got another half a minute if you want to say something else.
No, that's all right.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Al.
Thank you, Al.
Always good to hear from you. Well, it's a big day and a big night and a big day tomorrow coming up.
We're going to
Jason, let's go. Our scores. What do you have for the game?
Okay, tomorrow? I'll go with the Bucks winning 20-16.
Okay.
And I'll have them up at halftime 13-10.
All right. And Matt, how do you see it?
All right, I will go 27-20 Bucks and give me 14-0 Tampa at the half.
Okay. I have the Bucks winning 28-17, and I have a halftime score of 21-10 at halftime in favor of the Bucks. We'll talk to you next Saturday at 9:00 here on the home team on the Tan Talk Radio Network, AM 1340 and 1350, FM 106.1, 102.3, and Facebook
Live.